Shalom, called Loyam, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who have taught us knowledge. Honors and salutations to you, Akim out there that's doing the work of true sincerity. Shalom to you. Shalom to the Akhwab that believe as well. This is a clip from UNREST News. All right, and the title of the video, or the segment, is Americans Go on a Shopping Spree for Firearms. Right, so the reason being is because that insurrection, or I should say, it's not the word I'm looking for. I should like you. Civil unrest. Okay, civil unrest is getting ready to take place. Okay, and that's spoken about in the Bible, and I'm going to bring it out. Lord willing, this edifying. You have it where the U.S. government, they've been trying to confiscate guns from the citizens. And one thing about the citizens, especially the Edomites, all right, is that they hold dearly to their guns, okay, their weapons, because Esau's blessing is the weapon, all right, the sword, right? And not only do they cling to them heavily, but they know that something's getting ready to take place here in Babylon, all right, which is also known as Egypt, okay? Because remember, Revelation 11:8 says that this place is spiritually, all right, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, all right? So let's get right into it. Lord will not make it quick and get right to the point. So let's play the news clip.
Shifting our focus to the United States, mass killings are rising with an uptick in gun violence. The country has seen more than 377 mass shootings since the start of 2023. As policymakers struggle to curb the spree of shootings, Americans are going all out on a shopping spree for firearms. Reports say that there's a heightened interest in guns amid the crisis. So why are people splurging on guns? What makes guns desirable while thousands die in mass shootings? Our next report explores.
As you can see, they know that the people know that something's getting ready to happen, and that something is all hell getting ready to break loose. Okay, and so people that's purchasing guns are mainly Edomites. Now you have some Israelites purchasing guns too, but mainly Edomites. They're preparing themselves for that civil unrest. Okay. See, why you Israelites out there, lollygagging and bullshitting around, these Edomites are preparing themselves. Okay. Jake partying and bullshitting. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." Now, the modern day Egyptians will be the Edomites. Okay. "And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." And that's what's going on, right? You have the Egyptians that's been at each other's necks, man. You got the what they call the Constitution guys, the auditors. Okay, you got the auditors, right? And you have those auditors, the ones that are Edomites. They're pissed off, man, because they realize that they don't have any rights, all right, or their rights have been infringed upon. Okay, all right, so they realizing that they're basically servants to their elites, all right, slaves to their elites, all right. So they're pissed off about that, right? And pretty much you see them taking up arms, okay? Especially, with it being on, the main discussion point, when they have these hearings or meetings, right, within the Congress or the House of Senate, right? They're always been brought up in conversations about, the gun violence, right? And these mass shootings, which are mainly done by Edomites, man. Okay? And we know the Edomites are, all right? It says in the book of 2nd Esdras 15, all right, and starting at verse 14, right? 2nd Esdras 15 to 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Now, woe means destruction, okay, and misery. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people. All right, so it says one people going to stand up and fight against another, right? It says, and swords in their hands. So that says it all, All right, you're gonna have people fighting, all right, and you gotta think about it. People been having uncertainty since this so-called pandemic took place, because shit got real, all right. Shit got real, all right. And most people seen their lives flash before them, And so people been prepping. You got the doomsday preppers, right? You got the survivor preppers, right? That's just preparing to survive, something that's catastrophic that's going to cause society to come to a halt, all right, and for food to even be scarce out here. So you have people that's hoarding food. You got food that's unperishable, if you will. Okay. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Right. Now, when you look at sedition, right? Now, when you look up the word sedition, it tells you that there's going to be like strife or violent strife. Okay. Sedition. Okay. It says sedition, rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state. Yeah. That's what's going to happen here in America. Okay. It says concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, right? And the reason why they want to confiscate the guns is so that the citizens don't have, the force to fight against their own government for infringing upon their rights, man, and so-called liberties, man, and freedoms. Okay, and these Edomites are gonna fight tooth and nail to protect that. Okay, excuse me. It says concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. Excuse me. Violent strife between factions. All right. See, violent strife, civil or religious disorder, riot. There's gonna be riots out here, rebelliousness against authority. See, because it goes on to say that in that same chapter, right? When you keep reading, right, let's finish reading, right? It says, I'm at verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition, right, violent strife among men, and invading one another." Right? It says, now this is where they, not going to obey the authority, right? It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? Which would be what? The authority. All right. Remember, this is a patriarch. All right. Men rule. Okay. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. So you're not going to have authorities to call on. All right. Just like the scriptures say, the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. So basically, it is what it is in that day. All right. Every man for himself. All right. Survival of the fittest. Right. And this is going to take place, right? Now, let me get the precept real quick. Because you have Edomites going against each other very hard, man. And it says this about, you know, a house being divided, right? Mark 3:25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand, right? And the house of Esau is clearly divided, man. All right. You see on a daily, when you watch, YouTube, all right, different videos, you see Edomites enraged, man, over what's going on with their government. Okay. They're not happy. All right. That American dream been long gone. All right. 2 Ezra 15:17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. Because this is where your martial law troops, all right, is going to be sent out, right? You'll have these different military posts set up to, cut you off from going in and out of the city, right? It says, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be spoiled, and men shall be afraid. Yet men that's not mentally stable, all right, for all the terror and hell is going to be going on, all right? And you better believe Jacob's time of trouble, all right, will be in full effect, all right? And in that time of trouble, it said men's hearts, well, that's another precept. Let me get that. Failing. Let's see, it says men's hearts failing. Yeah, here we go. Luke 21:26. Let's go right to it. It says men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. All right. Now this is more geared towards, the chaos and plagues, all right, leading up to the return of the Messiah, man, Yahushua. All right, you're gonna have a lot of things going on leading up to his return. All right. And it speaks about that. All right. The book of Matthew 24, all right, chapter 24 and verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in different places, man. All right. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So, that's a gumbo pot of plagues, man. All right. Of trouble, of evil that's going to overtake a lot of people. Okay. And because of that trouble, you're going to have, even, men, all right, minds failing when they see all this chaos, man. Okay. So how much more women, right? Especially you independent women out there, you're gonna wish you had clinging to a man, and not only that, more importantly, a man of the Lord. All right, because this is real, man. Okay, you wacky tacky Christians, all right, you're gonna be even spooked in that day, right? Because when all hell break loose, you're not gonna know what to do, all right? And you tribes that's into this, Christianity and Islam and Hindu and whatever you into, whatever religion you into, all right, you're gonna be in terrible fear in that day as well. All right, especially because Jacob's time of trouble is more geared towards you Israelites out there. Okay, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American people, man. Okay, and pretty much, when this trouble come upon you, all right, you're gonna look for men of the Lord, and you're gonna wonder where they at. All right, and the Lord ain't gonna have his men out there trying to teach you the word with all hell break loose, man. That's why the scriptures say, "Seek ye the Lord while He may be found." Okay, because when all hell break loose, it's too late. All right, this is Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." All right, it says, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went to the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him." See, because that's the prophet Amos is describing the kind of hell, all right, that you're going to catch, leading up to the day of the Lord, man. All right, hell on all sides, man. See, that's why the scriptures say that perilous times, all right, it's going to be when? During the time of the end, and we're at the end of Esau's kingdom, all right, and Edom, excuse me, Edomites are bugging out, okay. Who you think buying up all these guns more? Edomites, because they don't trust in the living power. All right, they trust in carnality, man, especially their sword. Okay, which that could be a gun, that could be a chemical disease, right? But the sword represents death, man, because that's what it brings, death. Okay, but you're gonna see more protests, more uprisings, just like over in France, just like over in Haiti, just like over in various countries. All right, where you have uproars of the people. All right, over in Pakistan, what have you. It's gonna be right here, all right, in Babylon, which is America. Okay, so expect it to come real soon, man. Okay, so hey, the scriptures speak about you putting far away the evil days. The evil days are upon us, man. All right, this is Amos 6:3. It says, "Ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seed of violence to come near," because you're thinking the evil day is far down the road when it's really very close. All right, because these Edomites are equipped with a lot of things to catch you. A lot of you jakes out there, man. Remember, Esau is a cunning hunter, man. He don't just hunt animals and beasts of the field. He hunt people as well. So keep that in mind. All right. So with that, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I want to say, Lord willing, this video was edifying. And until the next video, I want to say shalom.